Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the First Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, senior serving and retired civil servants, the representative of CDF and general officers, and comrades, UPDF officers, and other security officers. I'd forgotten the DG, ESO, and the heads of other security agencies, religious leaders, other central and local government leaders, our people, members of Aeropic, my comrades, those who are still alive, distinguished guests, people of Yumbe and West Nile. Ingoni, Nichia. This for me is really a very happy day, Your Excellency, and for reasons obviously you know, because you are the one who used to send me, who assigned the late Comrade Kano Nasuru and myself to begin this peace process in 1998. So I'm extremely happy because I hadn't been here for almost, I think, 2 decades. And it's like the story of is it Van Winkle, somebody, an Englishman, Van Winkle, who slept for 100 years, and when he woke up, he found the world had changed, had become something else. Even me, I'm like that. When I came, I didn't recognize Yumbe, quite frankly. So, really, it's a happy day. I'm the happiest person. And when I reached here, Your Excellency, I was received like a long-lost son. Andrew Malichoga Yumbega. Let me repeat that one in our language. Andrew Malichoga Yumbega. Those who don't understand our language, it means today I'm home in Yumbe. Iete award for Manzora Ajoyo. I think I'll stop there. Otherwise I may make mistakes. Your Excellency, I want to thank, first of all, the organizing committee for remembering me. But in particular, I must say, because I was deep in some other village, when I say the message of General Saleh, that there was this day, and I'm a guest. I'm actually a special guest with Honorable Wakoko. So I feel very honored, Your Excellency, that I've been invited, I've been remembered for the little contribution that we made in the peace process, and that contribution as a result of your assignment. Because of time, I really want, in my excitement, I could say a lot, because as you know, the process started in 1998 and took too long. I don't think that was your expectation, Your Excellency, when in 1998 you, after the Army Council discussion about the offer of the late Kano Nasuru to come and bring peace to this part of our country, and especially Aringa County. Because I remember, sir, he wrote to you, and in the letter, he had been getting reports, if I remember, that there were some rebels, elements who are coming from South Sudan, now South Sudan, who were infiltrating Aringa County and making hell for the people, killing their own relatives, the way Kony used to do, General Otemanos. Those who did not agree with them, they would kill them. They were looting. And in fact, this Yumbe had become a displaced people's camp. And people, the people would come from the village to seek refuge in the Yumbe and only go back to the town, rather to the village for food. So it's very exciting to see that this transformation after the peace process. So when he wrote, he was concerned, and he requested that you allow him to initiate contact with the Bamuze, because those elements were remnants of the UNRF, the original UNRF, and had formed the UNRF-2, based in Rojo, Sudan, and being supported by the Sudan government, or being used by the Sudan government. So I remember you allowed him, and you tasked me to assist him. So my role really was to support Kano, late Kano Nasuru, in terms of logistics, in terms of ensuring that his mission does not fail, making sure that the other authorities in the district don't undermine him. And a lot of my work between 1998 and 2002 was either moving here or hosting the members of the committee which is set up, which constituted NRA, then UPDF, now UPDF officers, which included Brigadier Ada and others. Because of time, I cannot go through all of them. And elders, mainly those who had sons in the Bamuze group. And really, to cut a long story short, when Aropic was established and began contacts with Bamuze, although he didn't come for a long time, at least peace was restored. There were no more incidents of attacks. But that threat in Sudan remained until, I believe, when you assigned Honorable Kategaya, the late, to coordinate the initiative, and I believe General Sare as well. That's why I think Honorable Koko mentioned it. Then also, because of the Sudan factor, I remember the ESO and the embassy in Khartoum. I remember I used to communicate with Brigadier Karemira, who is here, got involved. So until the two processes of that contact through ESO and the Khartoum embassy was connected to the Aropic, which led to Bamuze and Brigadier Izaga being facilitated to return home. But I must stress that Brigadier Izaga refused to be part of that process. With him, he said, I want to come back and resettle home. I hope he's still alive. I don't know, because we settled him, and at the same time as we negotiated for the complete return of the UNRF-2. So it's definitely, by the time, the biggest problem why the process took long, I believe, because initially there was only basically one demand, that those UNRF rebels who had not been integrated and had gone to the villages had been neglected with their families. That's what I remember in these meetings we had in Aropic. That was the main thing. But then some other opportunists who, Kano Nasuru, I remember in his letter warned that we should not involve politicians. Sorry, I'm not making a judgment about politicians. But he was worried, and indeed he was proved right, that if politicians come in, they have got their own vested interests, and they may undermine the process. And some indeed infiltrated. So the demands, the initial few demands kept on increasing until I remember they submitted a long list in 2002, and then Your Excellency, with the cabinet, responded, and that was the basis for the peace agreement. Otherwise, had it remained, especially the elders, I'm very sad that the elders, led by Muzei Sadat, that most of them have passed away. But those elders, with of course the people, had rejected any rebellion and were really supportive. I remember when I used to drive every month to Yumbe, I would pass by Arua, and then the businessmen there would laugh at me, thinking that I would never succeed to bring back Bamuze. So when I told the elders, especially Mr. Sadat, to kind of encourage me, he said, you live with those. When they start laughing at you, you tell them that your name is Guma. Guma in I think Rugubara means laugh at me at your own. I will laugh last. And indeed, today we are celebrating laughing last against those who were thinking the peace process would not succeed. And that makes this day really a day of celebration. I think I will end that. Honorable Koko has paid tribute to most of those who played a role. My only tribute really will be to those elders, especially those who are no longer alive, as well as, of course, the Aropic, who I worked with for a long time during that period, for really their steadfastness of rejecting rebellion and supporting the NRA UPDF to bring peace. And of course, the background was that the major rebellion had been defeated. Only that these were remnants who were still disturbing the people. So I want to thank them and the people of Yumbe and Western Nile, really, for supporting us in the effort to pacify this part of the country. I want to thank the late Bamuze. The late Major General Bamuze was really a good man. He may have had his own disgruntlement to my interaction with him, and of course Your Excellency knows better. He was really a gentleman, but he was being confused. So remember him and honor him. Last day, I should of course pay tribute to our comrades, General Tema, and the late General Kazini, General Katumba. You have mentioned it, I won't really repeat. But we must also, their usual steadfastness and leadership played a role. And this, as I end, I want to request the representative of the CDF that really this story of bringing peace to West Nile, just like other places, should be a story that should be documented in the staff college for study, because it proves the correctness of the NRA UPDF ideology of creatively, and because of our commander-in-chief, really with genius, soft power, hard power, dialogue with where it's possible, and force where it's necessary. Award for.